Guys, I'm just doing a test here between two machines, the much awaited Equinox 800 and also the Makro multi-cruise. I'm lucky enough to have both machines. I've received the Equinox today, so I'm just doing a quick air test inside. It's not the best thing to do, but it gives you some idea of what these machines are capable of. So I'll run through a very quick setting of the Makro first. So if we switch it on, now these are going to be basic-ish settings. They're not going to be full potential, but just basic settings. Right, first of all, we're going to go into 3-tone and also run the gain up to about 90. My assistant's going to take the camera. So run the gain up to 90. Disc 3, notch 4, FE volume 5, T-brake 15, tone 15, and ISAT 01. So what we're going to do is try and ground balance it. So we've got some guys ground balance at 20, so we're going to set it up. And what I'll do is I'll get my assistant to show you what targets I'm going to use. You come over to this, Nat. Targets we got.
Alright.
Targets we got to try. We've got, first of all, we've got a shilling, silver shilling. The camera's not focusing very well. Just leave it there, I think. Yeah. We've got a large hammered, Lizzie hammered, an Eddie hammered, milled silver, a Vicky, Roman, a big Roman, a tiny little Charles I or II hammered, Roman fibula, and an old penny. So I'll proceed to go and see what happens. If you stand behind, or you film me the distance, and it doesn't matter so much about the ID, we're just going for distances now. So we start with a large penny. I've got my tape measure set out there to the coil. So if we go, as you can see, pick up easy at 8, 9, 10. You dig that at 10, 11, I say 10.5. And the big Roman. Say about 10. Look at the large crown, silver crown. I think it's half silver, half nickel, 1920s. It's picking up about a foot. You dig that all day long. 12 inches. Large hammered. Lizzie. I must say this thing is impressive. 10. There's a Vicky milled silver. You want to get the ID on there, Nat? Just to see what it is. What's it reading?
85, 86.
We're getting that at 10 again. They all seem to be about 10 inches. Then we've got the Eddie hammered, medium size hammered. What tone ID we got on that?
33.
Picked up at 9 inches. We got a tiny Charles, I think it's Charles II penny. Well, that's impressive. Seven and a half, 8. Now, we've got the Roman fibula, little kid's fibula. What kind of ID we got on that one?
28, 29.
Nine. Just over 9 inches. So that concludes the test on the Makro. I will now stop the video and set up the Equinox, and we'll see what we get on that one. Folks, test 2. Here is the Minelab Equinox, supplied by Joan Allen's. The Makro Kruzer was supplied by Unearth, graham.unearth.co.uk. Thanks to Graham for that. So we turn the machine on. Now, I'm not very experienced with this machine. I've only had it today, so I'm only going to go on a very basic setting. So we'll start the machine up. So before you all rip me head off and say you should have done this and that, I've just got basic settings. I'm going to go on field 2. I'll do noise cancelling. Just standard settings out the box. Just double check it's alright. Make sure it's working. Right, so what we're going to do, set it up again as before. There's the coins. We get on average about 10 inches on the coins, most of them with Makro, so we'll try it on the Equinox. They take the same distance there, don't interfere. First of all, the penny. There's a lot of EMI in here. I do apologise, it's not a true test. It doesn't seem to handle the EMI as good as a Makro. We're only seeming to get 10, yeah, it's about the same. About 10 inches. Big crown, half nickel, half silver. Just doesn't like this EMI at all. Literally getting about 8.5, 9 with that. The big Roman. Ten, 10.5, about 10.5. We've got the large Lizzie hammered. You getting an ID on there now?
Yeah.
What we getting?
5.
This machine doesn't seem very stable indoors with this EMI, this interference. So you're getting about 8.5 on that one. Milled silver. Bit 8. Eddie hammered. Eight and a half, 9. Then we got the fibula. And 8.5. Then the small, the Charles hammered. 7.5. I'm not convinced that the machine's set up properly, but it seems to be the Minelab indoors is very unstable compared to the Makro. The Makro is so stable, it's rock solid, and we're actually getting probably an inch to inch and a half deeper on the Makro than the Equinox. So the real test is tomorrow when I get the machines outside, dig some targets in the ground, and we'll repeat the test. Okay, thanks for watching.